Victoria, back to you with another review for Married at First Sight, Season 17, Episode 21, called Climbing Down from Decision Day. I'm trying to climb up the motivation to keep watching this thing because at this point, I'm like, we're getting to 13 days past Decision Day, almost, or practically, pretty much half a month past Decision Day. Is it because of the Chloe and Michael situation? No, because if we think about the past couple of seasons, they've been going past Decision Day for I don't know why. Okay, so here we are. Okay, we still gonna talk about it. Am I late? Yes. That's my apologies. But I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better in a couple weeks, okay? So we're gonna start off where they started off at 2 days after Decision Day. And we have the girls getting together, Becca, Claire, Emily, to talk and chill. And at this point, it's like once again, I get them, I understand how they feeling. I can understand all that. But at this point I'm just like, okay, but it's done. Like, can we be over? Can we be over with it? No, we're gonna continue. So we have them talking about how it's funny. The guy sent a text them back to apologize. In my head, why would they? Why would they? They already know what they done did. They're not gonna call to apologize. I know you. That's what you want. But, I don't want to say guys, just people in general, they don't care, bro. They know they broke your heart. They don't care. They still going to do what they do. So, they bond on girl power. So I'm like, okay, that's great. But do I want to keep seeing it? No. Okay, I get it. You over the men. Y'all going to trauma bond together because of what all the men done did to y'all, except for Claire. And, I get it. But it's like, okay, Decision Days, this is Married at First Sight. Can we just wrap it up? Like, wrap it up. What a reunion at? Because it's going to be a whole nother episode next week that's not the reunion, and I'm just very confused. I understand we wait on Michael and Chloe, but at this point they're not giving us nothing, so you could just get to Decision Day for them. We could just wrap this up, just wrap it all up. So we didn't have 19 days until Decision Day for Michael and Chloe. And we have Chloe bringing Michael to an animal sanctuary to volunteer. And, they talk, Chloe wants that to be her future, and not only having an animal sanctuary, but also fostering children. And she wants to foster like 5 kids at a time. She wants older kids, not younger kids, because older kids are the ones that really needs the help. You can tell by Michael's face and demeanor, he really not feeling that, but he's not going to say nothing right now because, this is the first time she's bringing this conversation on. So he's going to, take some time and process. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Take your time and process, but we know that's not what you want to do. So we didn't get to 3 days after Decision Day for everybody. Becca, she's packed up and leaving her shared apartment with Austin. Claire comes over so they could talk. They talk about Austin. She did have a conversation with Austin post big blow up in front of everybody. And she's saying he didn't apologize. And, she can't be in a relationship with someone like that. And I'm just like, Becca, you should have said, I can't be in a relationship with someone like that when he wasn't giving you what you wanted sexually after you kept throwing the pussy on him. This, sorry, look, we are way past trying to be discreet. I try to do that in the beginning, but clearly it don't be what I'm trying to say don't be coming across what I'm trying to say unless if I say it cold-heartedly, transparent. Look, Becca, it shouldn't take him doing something like this for you to realize like this is not the person for you. You should have been realized that when you was kept throwing it and throwing it and throwing it, and he wasn't taking it at all, like at all. There's a lot of people out in these streets, who will be like, oh, okay, I ain't really feeling her like that, but I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the do, Chris, season 12. But Austin's not one of those people, at least he's respectful enough to know if he don't want you like that, he not gonna, have, relations with you, even though you wanted the relation. Becca, once again, I feel for you, but it's just like it's taking y'all too long to like realize like these men ain't sugar honey iced tea. You know what I'm saying? You took a long time. Emily took a long time. Claire just miserable, so she just wants everybody to be miserable like her. Lauren, she really don't know what's going on, but she's gonna stick with the females because if she were to be male identified, she knows they're gonna be looking at her crazy. Chloe don't know what the hell going on, so but all right. Good for you, Becca. I'm rooting for you once again. Claire talking about it's time to move on. Claire, nobody want to hear what you got to say right now. Like, nobody want to hear what you got to say. Claire, I told you from last week, you already, I ain't feeling you like that. Still beautiful woman. Wardrobe outfit, very questionable. Claire, nobody want to hear what you got to say. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't even know why you came over, to be honest with you. So then Becca says she's gonna let him have the fish. She's telling the fish goodbye, and she's sure that they're gonna have a great mom who's a Christian and prays over them. Look, Becca, Becca was throwing some shade this episode. I ain't mad at it. As a Christian, you know, I understand why somebody would take offense, but you know what? Look, I'm not gonna take offense for someone who don't care for Christians. It is what it is. Do I like Becca still? Yeah, as long as we can, agree to disagree. My thing is, like, if you don't care for Christianity and God, said, look, that's you, bro. But like, don't mock me for caring about Christianity and God. Just like you do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do. As long as we have that mutual respect, we good. But she really has some feeling about Austin being Christian, because she's saying the fish gonna find a Christian mom, and they probably will, Becca. But like I said, she's throwing a lot of shade this episode. We get to Emily. She's packing up to move out, and her friend Stephanie calls her. They talk before she finishes packing and leaves the house. When she left the house, I'm like, are we really leaving the house, or you just left the house to show like the scene that you're leaving your key and ring on the table, your fob or whatever? Because I'm looking at the house, I'm like, so who does the moving out cleaning? Like, do the producers have somebody to come in? But I'm just kind of like, even so, like, there's still a lot of stuff to be picked up, Emily. Like, I understand that homeboy Brennan left you to yourself to figure things out at the apartment, but to leave the apartment like this, like, you lucky you don't have to pay for it, because you dang sure would have gotten a statement from the apartment complex. Just like I got a statement from the apartment complex the other day, and I'm from the past apartment. Look, that's not, we're not talking about me. We talking about them. But I'm just kind of like, it don't make a sense you sending me this statement when we did moving out cleaning. We got professional cleaners too. Okay, we're not talking about me. Okay, we talking about these people. Okay, but I'm a little bit hot because of them. Back to these folks. So we have Becca, Emily. They go move their things, I guess, back into her place, whatnot. And as they're moving things, Becca makes comments about too bad there's not men to help them move their stuff, because they ain't shit, and it don't matter because they're strong, independent women, and their bond is stronger because of it. So they're talking about what they learned or what they're gonna do differently in their next relationship and whatnot. And I'm like, Becca, you I'm not gonna even say she's bitter. She has every right to be upset with Austin, and I'm just like, girl, you hurt her. I see that you hurt her. I understand, but I just really, I understand it's different from when you're the outside looking in versus when you're at the inside looking out. But I'm just kind of like, girl, you should have been saw this. Like, you should have really been okay. Girl power. I'm supposed to be on the girl side. Okay. I am. I feel like okay. Well, 4 days after decision day, we then have Austin. He's back at his old place with his old roommate, Kyla. They're talking about what happened, how he done effed up, and he admitted that he lied. Austin, we know you lied. Context, look, as long as you're paying attention to the episode, which a lot of people don't, so I understand why some people will miss it and may go over there. We know you lied, okay? The way you stuttered and paused and stuff, like, doesn't take a rocket scientist to know, like, okay, Austin, you lying. You lying. So, okay, he admitted, though, that he lied, even though we already knew he lied. And, he said this is the hardest time of his life. And I'm just like, oh, why? Is that because you're on national TV? I understand things are, worse when it's on national TV. Everybody looks at you and be like, okay, you ain't shit. So I can understand, because, per Becca, you be caring about the optics. So you're going to be looking bad on TV. So, I get that, but, he got emotional too, Kyla hugging at him and stuff. And I'm just like, but you knew what you were doing, though. Like, literally decision day, you went out with the producer, like, and you was with Brennan. Did you not see Emily and Claire, miserable self, there? Like, you knew they were going to tell on you, like, I'm not trying to, help you out, Austin. But if you was gonna do something like that, you should have been discreet about it. Like, you use it out in Publix, in the open. And for the producer, is she gonna get fired or something? Like, what's the repercussions of this? Because I know homegirl who used to be an expert got with one of the cast members after the whole decision day thing, and I think they engaged or married now. So like, I don't know if they made her resign or if they fired her, but like, is this producer gonna get fired too? I mean, we don't even know who the producer is. Like, they don't let they have that very discreet. I don't know if she signing NFC, NFT. I don't know what those things, contract things is called, but I'm just kind of like, Austin, you don't make a sense to me, because I don't know why you would go ahead and do that, knowing the consequences of that, knowing who you was with, who saw you and whatnot. Like, am I supposed to feel bad for you? No. Do I feel bad for Becca? I do. But sometimes, at the same time, I'm looking at her like, girl, like, you acting like you didn't know nothing. Like, you knew he didn't want you though. So like, why is it okay? Anyway, so we then move on. Oh yeah, so he gets emotional, he cries and all that stuff, and I'm just like, oh, maybe you'll think better next time you in a relationship. Okay, if you want to go with somebody else, why don't you end your relationship and then go with the other person? We would respect you way more if you did that. If you had said no on decision day and then went out with the producer, yeah, it would have kind of looked like, oh, then you must have already been talking to producer. But at least it would have looked better. Like, okay, you already said no on decision day, so now you're gonna be with this producer. I would have at least respected you for that. I would have looked at you sideways, like, oh, you must have been talking to her prior, but at least I would have been like, okay, at least you ended things and now you freely going about your business. But no, we can't do that. People don't want to communicate. We move on to 7 days after decision day. Brennan and his friend Chris go to the pool hall to hang and talk. He says he's going to take his time before he tries to find his person. And, he needs time to heal himself and time away from Emily. You was already going to get time away from Emily, so I don't know why you're saying that, Brennan. To heal yourself from what exactly? I don't know. I'm not going to say he wasn't hurt by this. Everybody has their own feelings, but, from what I'm seeing on the TV, from what the producer showed us, I'm not seeing where you need the healing from. I'm not seeing where you was like broken that you need to be healed from, because it seemed like you really didn't want to be part of this from the get-go. But, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to tell somebody what they, hurting is. So, all right, you need healing. I hope you find that healing. I just don't know if you really need healing or you're just saying that to make people feel bad for you, because we don't. 15 days until decision day. Okay, Michael and Chloe, they go out for drinks and food. In this scene, I really wasn't caring what they was talking about, because the ambiance of the background, the bar, it was beautiful. Like the lights, the purples and pinks with the hint of blues. I'm like, this is my bar. Like, they ate at the bar, and I understand why I would eat at the bar too. And the food matched the ambiance of the bar. I'm like, yo, let me get 5 minutes straight of just the bar, like just going slowly back and forth of what the bar looked like. I don't care what they talking about, but I had to listen to what they was talking about, because they was blowing my high of looking at what the whole background looked like. So, first they make out. She tells him he's the one who had initiated the kiss. Whatever. Come to find out they had sex. I'm like, oh, well, at least one couple had sex this whole entire season. So congratulations. You guys went further than any of the other couples of this whole dang season. And, they talk about the foster kids and animal sanctuary type of thing. She asked him how he felt about it. He was like, because she was like, I feel like you don't, it's going to be a lot for someone and you're not feeling it. And he's just like, it's not the fact that I'm not feeling it. It's like, I don't mind you wanting to have an animal sanctuary, but, caring for 500 animals, I'm not feeling that. I don't care that you want to foster kids, but, I could, be a dad or whatever to 2 kids, no problem. But you add 4 to the mix, let alone 5, that makes me uncomfortable. So I get what he's trying to say. And Chloe, I mean, she wants what she wants, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking at her sideways. Like, that's something, if you want to do that, you should do that on your own, because to have someone else come into the mix and wanting to do that too, there's not going to be that much people who's going to want to do that, but at least she's trying to be open about what she wants, and he's receptive. But I'm glad that he's communicating that he's not really feeling that. So these are the type of conversations that needs to be had. So I'll give them that. They're having the good, actual conversation that should be talked about. But I'm over it. We already about to be 9 days after decision day. I know they haven't reached their decision day yet, but it's like we're at episode 22. I think I just said. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, wrap it up. Where decision day at for you guys? Let's go. So we are 9 days after decision day. Okay, we have Becca. She FaceTimes her friend. Her friend feels for her about her situation. We have Austin. He goes out to lunch with his friends. He admitted he effed up. Same type of conversations with different people. Why are we doing this? You guys, the fact that this episode is still an hour and a half is mind-boggling to me. We get to Orion and Lauren. They go archery gaming. What in the hell? Who forced this? Why? Y'all really was trying to make it stretch for the whole episode, 1 hour and a half, huh? Because y'all could have kept this whole scene. But, they sit and talk. Orion talking about he doesn't feel like things are done between the two of them. And, he possibly wants to be more than friends. You going through a financial crisis or something? Because I'm not trying to even attempt to believe that you really want something. Because if you really want something, you would have made it work when y'all was having y'all little thing that y'all had going on in the beginning of the season. Lauren talking about she don't know. Lauren, please don't drag this. Don't string homeboy along, okay? You already know it's BS. You ain't trying to do nothing. You already said you was trying, probably put more of that energy into someone else. So just be real with him. Be like, you don't want more than friends. Be done. What are you saying you don't know for? This man made you drop to the floor and cry, which I still don't understand why, but we gonna go back to that. Because who's to say there's not going to be something else that's, I'm not going to say minor because I guess to him it's major, but that might be like, it's not really that big of a deal and he going to want to break up with you again. Please don't spin the block. I'm tired of y'all spinning the block unless if it's for sexual purposes and like not getting back together, but just trying to relieve some stress. Don't spin the block. You don't even do it for that, okay? You could find somebody else who could bring you to your old face, okay? Not old face, old face. We get to 13 days until decision day for Michael and Chloe. Michael calls to talk to Cameron, see how he's doing ever since that big, cast blow up. And Cameron said he's just over everything, with the whole Claire situation. He's glad he's divorcing her and doesn't mind if he never speaks to her again. All right, Cameron, that's fine. Whatever. We don't mind if we don't see you guys after this season, at all of you guys, because all y'all get on my nerves. And the only thing I wanted to say in this scene, I'm like, Cameron, he loves to sit with his legs like extremely wide open. Like his legs are like just open. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to take from this scene. That's it. We move on then to 10 days until decision day. Michael and Chloe, they go to some beer spa for their 1 month anniversary. I'm just like, this thing is 60 days, right? 8 weeks, 2 months, 10 days until decision day. Aren't we past the month? Or are they just celebrating now because they wasn't able to celebrate on the actual month? I'm confused. But okay, they sit in like a beer tub, hot tub thing. I think it's full of beer. But Michael said he needed to be naked when he's in the water and stuff like that. So he takes off his shorts, his swim trunks, and, toss it on the floor. Like, he does a little squeeze, but it's still soaked. Toss it on the floor. We hear the little flop. Chloe tells him he's the most healthiest relationship she's ever had. That's good. Good for you, Chloe. Good for you. They talk about the relationship and I guess the conversation of if decision day was today, would you say yes? Why do y'all still ask this question? Because the answer is never going to be yes. The answer is never going to be no, or actually sometimes they say no, but it's never going to be a genuine answer until you get to decision day. Well, even the answers on decision day don't even be genuine either, but why, I hate when y'all ask this question when y'all doing some type of date, because it's never going to go in a positive light and it's just stupid. So he says, pretty much he doesn't know because he has insufficient data. Here goes Chloe. Well, that's one heck of an anniversary. Girl, please. Y'all too. Okay. Enough. Enough. Y'all had this conversation because the producers, y'all not fooling me because y'all do this all the time. Every season, someone having a conversation. Oh, if today was decision day, would you say yes or no? Oh, I don't know. There's still a lot of things to think. It's the same conversation. Can y'all do something new? Like, y'all not being original at all. Producers, do better. Do better. Do better. Well, we didn't get to 13 days after decision day. Becca and Emily, they go out to get aura readings. Whatever, that's what they want to do. Cool. What I do and no, because I'm just like, y'all finding very creative ways to make money. Like, I'll give it to y'all. Kudos to y'all, who have these businesses, because y'all just be getting bank, and it's different, you know what I'm saying? So kudos to y'all. They want to go, cool, whatever. Am I gonna go? No. I'll be sitting in the car waiting for y'all so that we can go to lunch afterwards, but I ain't gonna go in and spend money for all that. No. And even if he wanted to spend money on me to go get that done, I'm gonna just be like, can you just spend it on me for food? I'd rather go to a restaurant and eat. We could talk about our feelings and all that stuff. I don't need to do this. No, thank you. But thanks anyway. We didn't get to 9 days until decision day for Chloe and Michael. They meet up with Dr. Pia. This whole meetup was pointless because, they said things are going great. Chloe said she thought things were going great, but it looks like it may not be in the case for Michael. And even Dr. Pia could tell from the way they were talking, trying to express to her how things were going, that something is being withheld and she can't put her finger on it. And she's asking them if they're like trying to fake the funk, holding back, and just people pleasing. Chloe says no, because she specifically asked that to Chloe. Chloe says no, she's been her genuine self, and she hasn't been faking nothing. And it's just like, Chloe, I feel like you do fake it to be at peace with Michael. But Michael, I don't know, this episode he seemed like he wasn't feeling it, because when they were talking about moving in together one night, he was like, okay, maybe we'll be together like 5 days out of the week, and then 2 days have our times to ourselves. And she was kind of looking like, well, why would we do that? Excuse me. And he was like, well, remember, you needed some time to yourself when we came back from the honeymoon, so I figured we were going to kind of continue that. My thing is, I'm looking at Chloe like, did he put it down on you to the point where you're like, okay, I think I can handle the skirt thing and the jewelry thing? Like, that's what I'm thinking, since y'all, went through the other side sexually. I'm thinking he put it down on her, which I already kind of feel like he was going to do anyway. And now she's kind of like, okay, she's mesmerized by the D, but he's kind of just like, even though he probably thought the sex was good, he's kind of just like, okay, but seeing everything now of how she is and all that stuff, I don't know. I got to think about how this is something I'm going to continue with. So it's looking like a change of a dynamic, because I feel like in the beginning he was all in, she wasn't really all in, but now it's looking like she's all in, he's not really all in. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. That's where the episode ends, and I hope next week is going to be their decision day, because I don't got time for episode after episode. And like, where when the reunion at? How many episodes into the reunion? Let me know. Actually, no, I'm going to go on MassFan on Instagram and figure that out, because I really don't understand why y'all be prolonging these episodes. If you're going to have all these episodes, at least make it interesting, okay? I'm still going to watch anyway, but like, that's my suggestion to you. You guys want all these 30-ass episodes? At least make all 30-ass episodes interesting episodes, and not episodes where I'm just like, I gotta watch it in increments because I'm bored and I will fall asleep if I could. Like, it took me 2 days to. I started watching yesterday. I finished today because I was like, I don't got time to be watching this whole. I'm like, this is still an hour and a half. Okay, let me break it up. And that's not good. I should be wanting to watch the whole episode and be running to my laptop to do the video. But look, it's Saturday night. This is terrible. This is terrible for me, because I usually I be trying to bump out these videos the same night, and it's Saturday, bro. But that was the end of the episode. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, if you left at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't come back in 2 weeks. I ain't gonna be here next week. I'm gonna be out of commission. Come back in 2 weeks, okay? So hopefully I can make some jokey jokes then, make you laugh then. Hopefully you can subscribe then, okay? Comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.